good afternoon. My name is Nigel Eastwood. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of NewCall Telecom in the UK, and here in New Delhi in India we run a business called NewCall India. Right now, based on our huge success as the 6th largest internet service provider in the UK, based on many years of, over a decade actually, of experience in the market, we're actually looking at the significant opportunity that myself and my board see here in India, particularly in the broadband sector. So that's to do with public realm broadband connectivity and connectivity in the home. We've spent over 12 months researching the market thoroughly, investigating businesses that appeal to us, have the right fit, and we've actually identified certain businesses that we feel would be great vehicles for us to invest in. And my chairman, Dr. Jerome, is here with me in India for the rest of the week to make certain announcements around our activity here. But we're very excited. We're in a market now that is on the cusp of massive take-up of broadband, both fixed line in the home and through the 3 and 4G spectrum rollout from the incumbent telecoms providers. What we seek to do here is not only deliver very creative and new ways of monetizing telecoms, but also partner and collaborate with key telecoms companies here in India. What we aim to do is create an ecosystem that is very, very unique. It will touch the Indian consumer's life wherever he or she may be during that particular day. So we're creating a unique environment where subscribers can access emails, may be able to message their friends, may be able to review videos, enjoy e-commerce, education, healthcare, all through this unique ecosystem that we're pulling together. So what we're trying to do over the next coming months and years is pull together a significant group of telecoms, medium-sized telecoms enterprises throughout India to come together and create something that synergizes and becomes quite a unique asset class here in India. Our approach right now is to first of all target the metros. That's where clearly the demand is. But based around the sentiments of Mr. Modi's new government on digitalisation, the 100 new smart cities being created, Mr. Mukherjee's speech about digital India, we embrace all of that. And I think in our more medium to long-term plans, we seek to move out from the metros into the tier 1, tier 2 cities and embrace some of the strategies around rural broadband, semi-rural broadband, really empowering those rural consumers to enjoy the sort of access to the internet that we as consumers in the metros enjoy today.
Hello, my name's Jerome Booth and I'm Chairman of NewCall Telecom, but also Chairman of the New Sparta Group, which is funding NewCall Telecom. And we're very excited to be here in India because we're going to be buying a number of companies. We hope to be able to announce a couple of acquisitions in the next few weeks. I can't unfortunately announce any today, but we are looking at investing around $100 million in the next 18 months or so. And this is really to establish very new revenue streams in the area of broadband, both at home and office and in public space broadband, and very much targeting maximum access at a very cost-efficient level, and looking at new areas of revenue which frankly don't really exist yet. Our experience in the UK has been very much of an innovative virtual company, in other words one that doesn't itself own the infrastructure, and we hope to replicate that. We've got a lot of experience in a very competitive marketplace in the UK, where we're the sixth largest provider of broadband and home telephony, and really fighting or competing with some very large players there. And our approach is cooperative in the sense that we hope to be able to offer services to a whole number of partners, including some of the larger telecoms players, enable them greater access to their customer base. So that's what we're here to do. I'm also in India to promote my new book, which is about emerging markets, but that's another story. Thank you very much.
Are you looking at fixed broadband players in India? Are you looking at fixed broadband players?
We're not looking at acquiring heavy infrastructure development work. We're looking at, for that I wouldn't be announcing $100 million, I'd be looking at much more. We're looking at some innovative ways of developing new revenue streams which don't currently exist or are very, very, very small. In other words, we're trying to exploit the huge energy which is just starting really in India in digitalization, and looking at the broader customer base, and not just those that can afford smartphones.
But Indian broadband market is too small in terms of the actual size. 15 million fixed line users, or the actual users, the revenue generated from broadband is too small in terms of if you compare with the US, AT&T or Verizon or those companies. So why it's India?
Well,
and
quite. You've identified exactly the point. There is very little broadband here. So that is the opportunity. The fact that the revenue per customer is going to be less in many instances is overwhelmed by the number of consumers and the density of those consumers in many urban areas, and the fact that there is very little coverage. So the opportunities are there, and this is an industry where the technology is changing very, very fast. And what seemed sensible in terms of huge infrastructure investment, a couple of years ago, there may be better ways of doing it today, and that's what we're here to explore.
Just one more question. Are you happy with the kind of regulatory atmosphere we have in India?
Yes, I am. I think the truth is that the regulatory structure in India is very similar to that in the UK, and it's a structure we're familiar with, and it's partly because it is a regulatory structure which is fairly hands-off for what we want to do, that is very attractive.